Hello everyone, you are welcome to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I am going to be showing you how to write a story outline, okay? In my previous video, I have made a lot of videos on how to draft outline. I have done the first one, which is under billionaire romance novel, and the second one, which is under werewolf romance novel, okay? This link will be on the description space below, okay? So in today's video, I am going to be showing you how to draft out a story outline based on mafia romance, okay? One of my subscribers requested I should do this video, and that's why I'm posting this video. I don't want to go against YouTube content guideline. That's why I'm putting this warning out there. And another thing is that some of the words might be covered or might not be pronounced, might not be sound out, okay? So I'm just giving a warning that this video contains explicit adult content and violence. Viewers' discretion is advised. Not suitable for children or sensitive audiences. Watch at your discretion, okay? Some of the words here is kind of violence, okay? Because when we are talking about mafian, we are talking about mafian, if you know what mafian is all about. So let's go into details. Mafia romance is a subgenre of dark romance in which the Cosa Nostra or mafia is glamorized for their wealthy and savage lifestyle, masking the reality of their violent ways of life. I don't want this video to be long. This is a just short definition on what mafia romance entails. Okay, if you want to know more, you can go to Google and ask more questions. So before you start to draft out an outline, the first thing you have to do is for you to get your story idea, okay? So the story idea I have here is that FL, which is the female lead, a determined young woman, finds out her fiancé cheated on her just before their wedding. Angry and wanting payback, she comes up with a plan to expose him at the ceremony. During the wedding, she plays a video showing her fiancé cheating. Shocking everyone, devastated, female lead runs away, feeling lost. In a tough moment, she met an interesting stranger who turns out to be a powerful mafia member. Intrigued by him, female lead ends up having an unexpected one-night stand. Okay, so let's go into details now. So from this now, my title, I have crafted it out from the story idea. The title is Painful Love of the Mafian King. Okay, then under the genre of mafia romance, the theme: dark romance, sold, marriage, dominance, obsession, jealousy, painful love, doubt, fear, mafia. Then the setting: modern day city, Italy, 18th century. Okay, so this is the blog. I don't want this video to be long, so I might not be reading out everything. So if you need the soft copy of it, I can send it to you through WhatsApp, but you have to pay a price, okay? As long as you are not my student. So if you're one of my students, I can give it to you free of charge. Then if you are not my student, you are going to pay a token before you collect this, okay? So blog: in the chaotic cartel of mafia, once you are in, there is no easy way out. Vanam Barise and Kokojo Akuri. This name, don't mind me the way I'm pronouncing this name. I'm not an Italian woman. Path cross unexpectedly in a dimming light club. Vanna escaping her billionaire fiancé after publicly exposing his infidelity meets Kokodia during one of his mental episodes. Both drowning in intoxication, they share a reckless night. Kokodia, driven by an overwhelming desire, wants to keep Vanna by his side, but she slips away before he awakes. Determined to locate her, but he must first visit his debtors. Surprisingly, he discovers that Vanna is the stepdaughter of his final standing debtor. In a desperate move to save his own life, his stepfather exchanged her for his debts, and Crocodile claims Vanna as his own, forcefully marrying her and introducing her into his world of wealth, loss, and violence. Yet, Vanna yearns for more than being just an object of his obsession. Can she move into the fortress around Crocodile's heart, or will she remain entangled in a web of danger and desire? Find out in this my story outline. Okay, so without wasting much of our time, the characterization, the major ones that mostly appeared in your 5,000 words. Okay, so the characterization major, we have the female lead, name Vanna Barisi, age 21 years at the beginning of the story, occupation a young girl still trying to find her way out to the life she finds herself. Physical description: soft dark brown hair, her eyes held a gentle glow reflecting softness, a curvy figure and a fragile appearance. Personality: Venabesi is a young girl whose life has been shaped by the tight grip of her stepfather. Despite facing tough times and enduring tragic events, she has proven herself to be strong and resilient. But things take a surprising turn when she falls into marrying a powerful billionaire, only to discover he's been unfaithful, driven by a thirst for revenge. Vanna takes matters into her own hands. On their wedding day, she reveals a shocking secret by playing a recording of her fiance's intimate encounter. In her quest for freedom, Vanna encounters a captivating Mafian king. Their meeting leads to a passionate one-night stand, adding more problems to her already troubled journey. I know a lot of people will be asking, where did I get my names from? Okay, this setting I'm writing for, my setting is Italy, so I have to Google names of Italian protagonists, antagonists, and so on and so forth. Okay, that's how I got my names. Okay, so the male lead, name Kokodio Akuri, age 39 years, occupation a very powerful Mafian king. Physical description: long brown hair, he is tall and imposing with broad shoulders and a very strong jawline. He has piercing grey eyes that seem to always be seizing up those around him. Personality: Kojo Akuri is a powerful, feared and ruthless man in charge of the Mafian world and is often called the Mafian king. He runs things with a firm hand, making sure everyone respects him. His strong presence and fearless attitude make people afraid of him. With a strong and sturdy body, Crocodile Acre is someone you wouldn't want to mess with. He had a one-night stand with Vanna Barrison and vowed to make her his own upon finding out that she left him without saying goodbye. He's very obsessive and initially wants her to satisfy his strange sexual urges. Size female lead, Kate, age 34 years, Cocodium Akure's ex-girlfriend. She made Venus' life almost miserable. Echo, female lead best friend, Leon, Vanna Baresi, ex-fiancé. Drew, Vanna Baresi's father. Okay, so let's go into details in plot outline. My plot always consists of exposition, inciting incidents, rising action, climax, and resolution. Okay, I don't want this video to be long, but it's going to be quite long, so you can exercise patience. Okay, but if you need a soft copy, you know what to do. Okay, so the exposition, we have that Bena Barisi got engaged to a powerful businessman, Leo, set up by her stepfather, Drew Barisi. Her stepdad sold her to Leo to settle a debt. Little did Vena know, Leo painted a false picture of her stepfather, making him look bad while hiding his wickedness and infidelity. Suspicious of Leo's faithfulness, Vena takes a bold move by placing a camera in their room a day before the wedding. What she discovers shocks her. Leo is not the honorable man he pretends to be. He's having an affair with his assistant. Determined to get even, Vena, with the support of her loyal best friend Echo, exposes Leon true nature on their wedding day. They successfully show video clips revealing Leo and his cheating partner. The wedding doesn't happen as Vena escapes from Leon and her deceitful stepdad with Echo's assistance. I know a lot of people will be saying, why can't I just go straight to the point and do this? To tell you the truth, if you want to get contract in some of these sites, you must make your outline more details. Okay, just bring out everything in your story in your outline so that your editor will be glued with your story. Okay, and moreover, remember, there is no need of you describing scene in your plot outline. For example, saying Vena enters the room, he saw Vena kissing with the assistants, they touch themselves, they do this and do that. No, you don't need to do that. All you have to do is for you to tell them what is happening in your story. Okay, so this is the inciting incident. Vena and his friend Echo tried to stay hidden from Leo, so they went to a club bar. While there, Vena met a man named Kokodio Akre, not realizing he was a mafian king with no mercy for wrongdoers. They had a night together due to drinking a lot. Vena Later, Vena got a call from Echo about her plan taking off, but it was a trap by Leo. Echo, under pressure, called Vena, who, when going to Echo's place, find herself blindfolded. To her surprise, it was a wedding hall, and Leo kidnapped her to continue the wedding she had escaped. Leo shoots Echo's right arm to force Vena into agreeing to marry him. If you can see what is happening here, a lot of conflict is happening. A lot of heated things are happening. So that's the beauty of these stories, okay? You don't have the beauty of story is conflict. Without conflict, the story is not beautiful, okay? Another thing I noticed that a lot of readers, which I'm one of them, prefer female lead that at least is not that very weak. At least that person might be weak, but not that like rotten plantain that you cannot use to do anything. But some of the readers, me in particular, which I also observe in a lot of people, they prefer a female lead that has at least a little power to defend herself, okay, to take some actions, okay. So looking at your screen now, you have that. Meanwhile, Okodio woke up to find Vena gone. Determined to find her, he decided to settle some business first, since many owed him. Surprisingly, he found Vena at the place of her last debtor, who happened to be Vena's stepfather. Kokodia killed Vena's fiancé and played a game with her stepdad, convincing him to give Vena to him in exchange for the money owed. Vena's stepdad, wanting to save himself, agreed, just like Leo wanted to marry her for selfish reasons. Kokodio forcefully married Vena. You see, the story is becoming interesting. The girl just, I don't want this video to be to be long, so let's go to what we have for the day. Okay, rising action. We have that as Vena and Kokodio grew closer, she begins to learn about his involvement in dangerous world of the mafia. Despite Despite her reservations, Vena can't help out but find comfort and sense of belonging with Kokodia, who embraces and protects her like no one else ever had. Now married to Kokodio Akuri, despite being forced into it and witnessing him kill two men, Vena finds him attractive, questioning her reasoning. Kokodia is the inheritor of the Mafian kingdom from his father and grandfather. He is into drug dealing and gambling and runs a legal business, with his actions immune to police and FBI interference, making him a sought-after collaborator by a new Mafian organization. Kokodio has a meeting with a new Mafian organization and is surprised to see his ex-girlfriend Kate. Now the plot twist. They had broken up a year ago after he lost his wife and sons in a fight. Kate seduces Kokodio in his office, and Vena, curious about her husband's business, witnesses this heartbreaking scene. Vena, hurt and tearful, leaves the office but is confronted by Kokodio. She slaps him in her heartbroken state and escapes with the distraction of one of Kokodio's guys. Vena heads to the hotel reserved for the meeting, where she plans revenge by wearing a striking outfit. Still sleeping, she was awakened by a voice telling her to prepare for the meeting. Vena plans to get her revenge by wearing a stunning dress, entering the meeting hall as a fearless lady, annoying and distracting Kokodio throughout the meeting and surprising him with her boldness. Now is the climax. You know, in the rising action and the climax, that is where you can put your plot twist, okay? I wanted to say a lot of things, but I don't want this video to be long, so I'm going to do a separate video on how you can be able to get a contract easily and stay focused, okay? So the climax, we have that Kokodio got all worked up and brought Vena to their hotel room, upset about her catching the attention of someone else. He ordered her to undress, but she questioned him. Angry, he warned her not to defy him. Ignoring him, he undressed her forcefully and cuffed her to the bed, listing rules for her punishment. She was not allowed to look at your screen, then read from there. Okay. Kokodo denied her climax as punishment, leaving her unsatisfied. Despite her pleas, he refused to repeat warned her not to repeat her actions. He left her with incomplete whatever, sleeping on the couch. Okay? So Vena was sure she didn't love Kokodia, but her intense attraction was undeniable. You can read from your screen. I don't want to upset YouTube. Please. I'm begging you in the name of God. This is a very sensitive outline, okay? So the next morning, Kokodia left for work, leaving Vena unguided at the hotel. Her friend Echo called, expressing how much she missed her. Vena, I wanted to tell you this story in full, but from this, you can be able to understand what is happening, okay? So read out from your screen, okay? Vena promised to visit and successfully sneak out without being caught. Vena Kokodio on a business trip instructed his guide to take his wife home. To his shock, he discovered Bernard was missing. While driving back, four men, including the supposed business contact, attacked him. Remembering his father's fate, Kokodio fought and killed them. Earlier, he had sent his men to find Bernard. Bernard left the hospital around 7 p.m., seeking a taxi, when a car screeched to a stop in front of her. A man forcefully pulled her into the car, dropping her in front of Cocodia's house. He took her into a dark room, locking the door from outside. Shouting for help yielded no response. To her surprise, when the lights came on, Cocodio appeared. Despite his bruises from the fight, he still wanted to punish Benna for leaving the hotel. He brought out various tools like wipes, cuffs. Oh, Jesus. Okay, read from your screen. Okay. Throughout, he confessed his love but emphasized the need for her to respect him. Okay, so you can read from your screen now. Okay, I can read it out. If you want the soft copy, you can DM me. Okay, if you're not my student, you are going to pay a fee. Okay, if you're one of my students, you're not going to pay any money. Okay, this is a very, very strong story outline. Okay, so this is the end of the climax. Unknown to her, Vena has gradually fallen in love with Kojo despite the complex and challenging nature of the relationship. Okay, this is the denouement and the resolution. Okay, this is the ending part of the story. Okay, so while the two couples are in a phase of not talking, they attend Cocodia's ex-girl's friend's birthday, where Kate exposes Vena to danger from Cocodio's enemies. Vena got kidnapped that night, and Cocodio, along with his men, saved her from a potential rape. His protective act strengthened Vena's love for him and feeling secured in his care. When Cocodio's enemies discovered their relationship, Vena faced a tough choice between her safety and love for Concordio. Despite the risk, she chose to stand by him, fully aware of the challenges ahead. Vena and Concordio, with the help of Echo and her escape plans, quietly left the city, leaving no traces behind. Months later, they find themselves living peacefully in a secluded town away from Mafian influence. In a surprising turn of events, Vena learned she was pregnant with triplets. Overjoyed, they embraced parenthood with love and dedication, providing a nurturing home for their children. Despite their unconventional past, Vena and Cocodia's love proved resilient, trusting each other. They triumphed over their challenging history. Finding solace in their simple life, Vena and Cocodio cherish the love of their children and the happiness they created as a family. Okay, so this is the plot outline for Mafia Romance requested from one of my subscribers. So you can go through it and learn so much. Okay, until then, see you in my next video. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel. Bye bye.